My favorite place to go in Kona is Real Aloha. They make the best poke.
There you go.
Poke. Umeke's, I feel like, is probably my first stop in Kona always. So good.
Well, welcome back to Living 808. We're headed back on the road with Tony Group, and this time we're headed to Kona.
Yes, and we're going to be talking throughout the day about some of your favorite spots over there. But Mikey went over to learn about the newest Honda Pilot and sing some tunes with a friend.
We are on the road with Tony Honda Kona, and I'm going to show you guys the newest Honda Pilot 2024. I got to meet up with Will, who's showing me around the Honda Pilot to show me all of the features that this car has. The coolest features were this awesome lift. Now take a look at this. This is an automatic lift, so if your hands are full, maybe you have kids in your hands, maybe you have groceries, it can lift on its own. And what's also cool is that there's a button where you can press it and walk away and it will automatically come down. Another cool feature about the Honda Pilot is the magic seats. Maybe you have a stroller, maybe you have a surfboard that you want to just lay down flat. What's cool about these seats is that you can bring them all the way down so it acts like a total floor. Another cool feature about the Honda Pilot is that it has a really smooth ride. Now the engine and the horsepower in this car is unlike any other. So if there are any speed bumps or if there are any potholes, you don't feel it as much. Now, not only was I able to hear about all of these features, I got to actually test it out. And I invited a very special friend to come on the road with me to check out the Honda Pilot. Everybody, I'm so happy because I got my brother Kala'e Parish in the car.
Come
Bro,
on.
I'm in Kona. I'm in Kona, brother.
Once you land, you got the feels already. It just feels good. You can breathe.
Speaking of Kona,
it's great.
You're not born and raised on the Big Island.
No.
You're born and raised on Oahu.
Yep, I'm a West Sider.
And then when did you?
Ewa Beach.
And then when did you move over to Kona?
I made my official move to the Big Island before pandemic, and then me and my wife bought our property up in Waimea.
Shout out to Kalena.
Yeah.
Why did you want to move to Kona?
I have family here.
Okay.
We have a family farm here as well. I'm sure that's kind of the story that everybody knows.
Yeah.
We had a macadamia farm back in Ka'u, and then now we got a ranch up north, and yeah, it's been great. I love everything about it. The people, you know, the environment. I feel like you can breathe when you're on this island. A lot of aloha here still yet. You know?
I get that.
It's a community.
I get that.
Of people here.
You know, we were at the Tony Group in Kona, and everybody was in shorts over there, and I was like, whoa, I'm liking this chill vibe, but that's the vibe that you get in Kona. It's so chill. Everybody is, you know, there's so much aloha, and you get that on Oahu too. But like here in Kona, it is very family oriented.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Very community based.
Right. Well, let's talk about your performances because you know you're all over the place in Oahu. You know, you fly back and forth all the time. You guys, he literally flies in to Living 808 just to film the interview, and then he goes back home. That's insane.
Oh, I love it. I love jumping on the show. It's always fun.
We appreciate you doing that. And speaking of appreciation, how is the Kona community, the Big Island community, taking to your live performances here?
Oh, it's been. I'm just so grateful. You know, there's just so much love from this community. The radio stations. Big shout out to KWXX and Copper Radio. They're always playing my music. And they always give me shout outs, and we love them. It's like I said, it's very community based. It's we always just it's a take care of each other vibe. We all take care of it. We're all in the same industry, and we're all just trying to make good music and promote good music, and we're all on that same journey. It's great.
And I love that. And speaking of performances and collaborating, you work a lot with your wife, Kalena Kū.
Yes, I do.
How is the creative process working together? Because Kalena is an awesome singer as well. And how is that working together?
It's amazing. You know, she's literally like my partner in life. Right. Not just in career-wise with music. I always have that person I can bounce ideas to. Right. You know, whenever I write a new song, she's the first person I show it to, and I'm like, tell me what you think. Yeah. And she'll give me the yay or nay right off the bat. That's awesome. And and there's a respect amongst each other, which is why we work so well together.
So this next song that we're gonna perform for you guys, well, I should say you're gonna perform it.
Yeah.
We had a little series on Living808 years ago called Ha'ina Jam, and this was the song that you sang on Living808 when we first started working together.
Yeah.
Tell us about Better Man. I'm loving the vibe, and you're re-releasing this on the album.
Yes. Better Man is one of my favorite songs, and it's funny, it's one of the fellas' favorite songs. I always get this requested by one of the boys, and it's usually somebody, you know, like, big and whatnot. It's like, hey, Kala'e, wait, you can play Better Man? And I'm like, yeah.
One beer.
You know, holding his, I'm like, sure, man, sure. I wasn't expecting that, but sure. But I wrote this song during COVID, during one of, we were all going through the hardest times of our lives. And I think this song really dives into like what it means to be the man of your family, of your household, and constantly learning from your mistakes and growing. And taking every level of adversity as a challenge that's not going to break you, but that's just going to make you better.
Right.
And that's what this song is all about.
All right, well, let's do it.
Yeah. They said we're too young to even know, two caterpillars on a wage low, but I don't care either way. A life with you was a sure thing. I'll tell your daddy right to his eyes, your little girl, I'ma make her mine. I'll only ask once and never twice. Maybe you can give me some advice, 'cause I know that I don't know everything, but I know those hard times will make a better man of me.
Mikey, I want to hear you sing his song.
Well, okay, well, first of all, I was feeling a little under the weather that day, and I didn't want to take the attention away.
Oh, I see. With that deep, sultry voice.
Yeah.
You know, his voice is just so amazing. I'm glad you let him sing, because he's such a cool dude, and he's got such a great voice, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the car with him.
We love working with Kala'e, and we said it in the story there, but he is also married to Kala'e, which, by the way, that whole family, super talented. And you're gonna hear a little bit about their thoughts and like how they collaborate with each other in the next segment. But I just love when, and Kelly was saying this during the package too, I love when the artists sing just as good live as they do on the album or on the song. It's like, it's kind of chilling. I'm like, whoa, I'm sitting in with Kala'e singing this.
It's a weird thing, but I tend to think that the local entertainers are some of the best at singing live.
My favorite place to go to in Kona is the Sheraton Keaho, and the reason for that is they have the cliffs over there, and you can jump off the cliffs and you can come back up. Nobody bothers you. The water is super clear, and the hotel there is really awesome.
Oh, such a good spot. All right, and this is such a good spot because Mikey went over to Honda to check out the new 2024 Honda Pilot and all that they have to offer in the very latest. It's for the best superstars, and Mikey is continuing to check out this latest car with local country artist Kala'e Parish and over at the Tony Group.
Rocking this. Yeah. I met this woman on the Honolulu. She's a bad mama jamma. She's a crazy about you. She's a hard-working class, hit the way of my groove. She will take you out, spin you on a moonlit cruise. She's a whatchamacallit, hell of a thing. She got her. This part. Pretty mama dancing on a beach and boy pool. Yeah, bro.
Yo, I love this song. You know, this song just makes me want to like just get up and like dance, like do a line dance.
Totally. That was the idea.
I love that. Idea. Okay, so let's talk about this because there's this harmonica in the beginning of the song. Yes. And it just makes you, especially people in Hawaii, it makes you just like really pay attention to
Totally. It's like it's old school, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you got your uncles over there on the side where everyone's kind of popular and you start ripping it out.
Tell us about, you know, the creative process behind the song, who was involved. Was Imua on this?
Yes. Big shout out to Imua. It it was super cool. You know, when you go in the studio and you're just inspired right off the bat.
Right.
You know, I usually walk in, I'll show him a song, and he'll be like, "Ooh, where are you trying to go with this?" And then I'll be like, "I'm trying to do this. I want to really like country blues." And he was like, "That's what I was thinking." Okay, let's go, and we'll just attack it. You know, we got some pretty cool artists that played on it. And some people up in Nashville, like the harmonica player as well as the drums and whatnot. It was fun. I was inspired by this song. I was watching one of my friends dance at a party, and she was solo by herself dancing.
Okay.
You know, you watch someone, they're just in their own
vibe.
Yeah, they're in their vibe. They don't care who's
yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
They're just like, this is my dance floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kind of chuckled to myself watching that, and that's how I came up with the idea. And coincidentally, she was from Kauai.
That's awesome.
So that's how I started off this song, and it's been a journey ever since. Yeah, it's fun.
And your cousin made a dance to it, right?
Yes. There's
Okay.
a line dance to this that's going to be released very, very soon. So keep an eye on it. This song is on my album, Pretty Mama Dancin'.
I love it.
And this line dance is going to come out. My cousin Taylor lives up in Arizona. She line dances.
That's cool.
She's a big
That's cool.
dancer. Her and her friend choreographed it, and
That's
they made
it.
it for the song.
You know, you mentioned album. The album just dropped this past Friday.
Yes, it did.
It's called Where I'm Going.
Yes.
So my question to you is, where are you going? Where does Kala'e see himself in 5 to 10 years?
That's a great question. I'm trying to go as high and as far as I can possibly go. I'm always wanting to represent where I'm from, and that's what I love about country music is everyone's so proud of where they're from. They're always singing about things that are real, about real life,
right?
You know, and which is why I love writing country music, and that's what this album was all about. It's about me sharing, giving people zooming in on on my life and how it can be relatable to themselves.
For sure. You know, speaking of the stage and going back to your performances right now, you guys, we are in a 2024 Honda Pilot. First of all, we were talking about how I like this too, bro. And like we were talking about like with the Honda Pilot that it doesn't look like how we're used to seeing a Honda Pilot.
It looks great.
It's very sleek.
Totally.
And you know what's cool about the Hondas is they have what's called magic seats. So they magically disappear if you're putting everything down. And I want to ask you, how does this Honda Pilot car fit with your lifestyle? Because I know you're also on the ranch. Yeah. And you're also, gigging a lot.
The first things that I thought about this car was that it goes flat. Yeah. So you can load in a lot of things, and they also have these covers so that you wouldn't scratch the back of the seats. That's another thing I noticed. Right. So you can flip it and you can slide things in without damaging the car. Right. And it's all-wheel drive. Everywhere we go, especially here on Hawaii Island, like you need all-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. Some of the beaches, in order to get there, like you can't get there in a regular car. You need something like this that can still handle the ruggedness of the terrain.
But still look classy.
But still look nice.
And family oriented.
Yes.
I love that. Brother, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me. If anybody wanted to follow you, maybe they wanted to check out your new album, which is streaming right now.
Yes, it is.
All digital platforms?
All digital platforms. Check it out.
Check it out. How can they follow you on social media?
At Kala'e Music, Nā Hōkū Kala'e Music. You can also check me out on YouTube. Check out all my newest music videos, like Kicking Back just came out on at Kala'e Music as well. And at Kala'eMusic.com, check out my website. You can find all the performances, new music, album, check it out. And my show coming up May 26th at the Blue Note.
Let's go. That's right.
Released.
Let's
it's gonna be a good one.
Well, we'll have you back on before that, so we can tell everybody. We can remind everybody.
Yes.
But until then, an exclusive Living808. This is your song, Blow Your Mind.
Blow Your Mind.
You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go blow some minds.
This is Blow It Up. Yeah. I've had a different sound of folk songs flowing throughout my own 20. The radio playing a new tune, but they just don't sound the same. I grind my gears, I pop my clutch. What's up with this random bunch? I remember when music felt so good, it made you dance and sway. So I'm searching day and night for this moment to arrive. Saving the whole world from silly songs with dynamite. Cause when it feels good, it feels so nice. When it feels good, it feels so right. When it feels good, it feels so nice. Play that music so loud until they say it blow your mind.
Give up. Hey, 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 hey.
Don't get no feeling when that group
In New Orleans over there.
I love it. And that looks so nice. What a great car.
Yeah, I love the Honda Pilot. We were driving near the Old Kona Airport area. And so, I don't know if you can tell, but I was going over those potholes.
Because there's a lot over there, and it's taking it like a champ. Because normally you would think the camera would be shaking like crazy, but it's smooth ride.
Super smooth, and his voice too.
I was gonna ask, how are the speakers?
Oh, so good.
Because it sounds really nice through the camera.
Well, it's so funny because, I'm gonna say this now because he didn't mention it, but it's Bose speakers in there.
Oh,
and I love me some Bose, friend.
Yeah.
So it really does blow your mind when you're in the car.
Awesome, and you can be in the car too. Make sure you go over, check out Tony Group, and test drive some of those.